My name is Aram, my pronouns are he, him, and welcome back to Godsfall. In order to move Godsfall to a game we record virtually, we've had to invest in audio gear for all of our players. We really need to recoup some of our expenses to keep the show going throughout the entire season. For $5 a month, you'll get access to a bunch of original stories, art, maps, my complete DM's notes, and early Godsfall releases, including the first 4 episodes of Season 6. Check us out at patreon.com/Godsfall. If you want to donate to the show, you can do so at paypal.me/Godsfall or ko-fi.com/Godsfall. If you cannot afford to donate, don't worry. We'd love for you to leave us a review to help get the show in front of more people. To find all the places you can support and review Godsfall, head over to doesitroll.com/support. Please enjoy Season 6, Episode 3, Countdown, Part 3, and listen to the next episode right now at patreon.com/Godsfall.
My name is Michael. My pronouns are he, him. I play Xion Praeten, the newly arisen god of force.
My name is Doug, and my pronouns are he and him, and I play Dorro Knott, the newly arisen god of travel.
My name is Joe. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Lord Haldir Loran, the newly arisen god of war.
My name is Kelly. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Rina Falaval, the arisen god of luck.
Stop getting god squads that aren't ready to help us. I know I felt him for a second. Is there any way for me to push disadvantage on him through the connection?
Yes, 100% you can try and do that.
Okay.
So how does that work?
I don't know.
Does he have to roll? He must have a saving throw, right? I imagine it would be wisdom. So it'd have to be a 17?
Yeah.
All right. And he rolled a 14. So you, as he goes to give the command for everyone to attack Caitlin, apparently, he looks like he has a pain in his head, and he can feel you, and you see him like look up and look directly at you.
Yeah.
And he frowns and he closes his fist, and all of the stones explode. So I would like you to roll a dexterity save.
Oh man, 11.
All right, you fail, and you take 11 points of damage as these little bits of Godstone explode and embed into your flesh, and the little black tentacles suck into your body, and you can feel them spreading through your chest.
Oh boy.
Now I would like you two to roll initiative to enter the initiative with everyone else.
All right, if y'all just need to knock me unconscious, that'd be great. Because I'm a menace.
Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
Put her in cryostasis. I'm assuming that Nira is just going to peace out at this point.
Yes. Nira is freaked and very, very concerned about she just lost her entire flock, and she got to collect her magic items. She's not had a good day.
She's also in the rafters still, just having a moment.
And she's also terrified of heights and doesn't know how to get down. Yeah, exactly. So she's
perfect.
done.
Now I steal her treasure.
Yeah, I know. That would be quite a shame.
Snatch it.
She was so nice to you.
I jump down there and point up to her. You can't stop me now, can you?
She's too scared to respond.
Snatch it.
Are you really doing
this? I
don't do that. I'm chaotic good.
Friend of one of your dead clanmates.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I'm chaotic good.
Right.
Do you take one thing?
No.
Okay. Okay. First to act is Dorro.
Okay. So, Dorro, you've heard all this screaming. You can clearly see that your friends are engaged in divine battle. What are you doing?
Did he see the things happen to me?
He definitely saw it explode and rip into your chest. He definitely saw that.
And I'm still me. I still have my thoughts. I just feel like a thing in me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Rina jumps down and starts to like collect up these shard things. I yell from the rafters, "Stop! What are you doing?" And then she like,
boom.
As she's collecting them, they fucking explode in front of her.
Yeah.
And I say, "See? Are you okay?"
Yeah, she got knocked about 10 feet back. The whole front of her jacket is all torn up, and there are these stones embedded into her chest that are glowing.
But I can see that.
Yes.
Okay, so I teleport down to her, and I'm like checking over her, like, "Are you okay? What happened?"
You see this black ichor inside these stones slip into her body, and you see like the front of her chest kind of ripple.
I don't think this is good.
Nope.
I'm gonna try to force it out of me. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Okay, I guess make a Constitution save.
Let's see. 5.
Aha.
Yeah,
Yikes.
whatever. Okay, you don't feel like you can stop these things. They are continuing to crawl and seemingly spread. You feel them in your shoulder, like everything feels a little achy as they're moving. So your chest felt achy, now your shoulders are feeling achy.
Okay, Dorro, I want you to grab my hand, and we're gonna try and teleport these out of me.
What?
This needs to not be in here.
What? No! No, stop! Don't touch me!
You're like, and then I take a godstone out, like a little piece I have, and I like throw it on the ground, and I go, "Put your divinity in that. Do it.
You can do that, Dorro. You can put your divinity into that stone.
As she's like, at first she was like reaching to grasp towards me, and it's like, "You have to use your divinity," and I'm like, I like jump back, like, "Don't touch me!" And then she's like, "Oh wait, here," and she throws down the crystal. "Put your divinity in that." I'm like, "Okay," and I like touch it from a distance with my toe, like my foot, so I'm not reaching over to like get near her, and I do it.
So you throw your teleport ability into the stone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This stone, he reaches out, touches it with his toe, puts his teleport ability into it, and you know it's worked because the stone vanishes and appears back in your hand.
Okay. So then now I'm gonna try and like bridge with it to try and like
roll a bridge. Yeah. Roll me your divinity. This could go really well or very badly.
Okay, so this is a 19.
Yeah. All right. So what did you want to happen?
I wanted to do like that kind of thing that like when it does, you know how I have like that shifty thing when I do like pathways? So I wanted to like ripple, and then I wanted to like go in different, like it has the different like phases, and then I just want it to like come out in like an orb of like ichor.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to do exactly that. You do kind of shift, and it does form this little ball of ichor inside the godstone.
I was gonna say, it was like the one I was holding. I was like, I want to like push it into there, and then be like, and then just like drop it and be like, okay.
Yep. And there is a little swirling ball of black inside that godstone at your feet.
I got it out. It's all good.
Well, technically, it's the Kadarian's turn before Rina's, but that worked well for the,
Yeah, that actually did work well. Okay, so then as you guys are doing that, it's now the Kadarians?
Sure.
All right. They are continuing to fire at you, Xion, since you are a big glowing purple target, basically, and your brother's pissed. So they're going to fire a bunch more. 3 more of them hit. And so take another 12 points of damage off of your shield as they, again, just explode against it.
Okay.
12 plus 9, right?
Yeah.
So 21 total.
Tink, tink, tink.
That was their turn. Your brother has now drawn a sword and run into the inn.
Isn't there also a boar in there?
Yes, who is now you can hear patrons screaming and people dying.
Well, have fun with that, Foza.
Right. Okay. Speaking of which, Granta. Oh, wait. We didn't ever put Team Bad God in the
Oh, right. Good point. I'm going to go all at once. It's just going to be easier.
Right.
So, because there's like 27 people in combat right now. Put them in at 13. So Granta is creating chaos. It looks like Caitlin's going to run into the inn, and Foza just ran into the inn. So that's who's in the inn right now.
Okay, Haldir.
The construct is here now, right?
Yes, directly below you.
And we're not.
You're going to wait on it? All right, excellent.
No, not yet. All
right.
No, I mean, like, because it's directly below. So how tall is this thing? Because we're 2 stories up, so we're like 20 feet up.
This thing is about 14 feet tall. So it gets the edge, it looks up at you, and its giant hand just slams right at the edge of your balcony, and its fingers just crunch into the railing.
Don't I have some ability to be able to look at like weakness points in a monster? Know thy enemy. As a bonus action, the God of War can study an opponent's mannerisms to gain a temporary advantages against them. Makes an insight check either against a creature's CR or their level +5. If successful, the god may choose an ability to gain against that creature.
I would like you to roll your insight as you stare into this thing's cracked face.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Yes.
I know nothing about this.
Yeah, it is inscrutable to you. You believe perhaps maybe if you were to jump on its back and hug it that you could gain control of it. But it seems risky.
I jump on its back. No.
Really?
No.
That'd be so out of Haldir. Like, fuck it, I'm going cowboy.
Haldir looks at it and he thinks, maybe if I jump on its back? There's no way that's right.
That's not fast. It can't be right.
There's no way. I want to just shotgun it again in the top of the head. Well, a few things. Actually, do I see, because the God Squad sees Caitlin.
Correct.
Do I see them, the anti-God Squad?
Yeah. At this point, I would like you to roll perception. Like you're a little focused on the giant stone thing coming for you, but let me see if you spot them.
13.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you do, a spot. Because Balaam never tries to hide herself. She's just fucking cocktail dress. So Balaam is now transforming into that giant red slod creature you saw before, and that certainly catches your eye. So in the alleyway is this huge hulking creature that must be Balaam, unless there's an exact duplicate of it here, who is now heading into the inn as well. So now it's going to be Caitlin and Foza and Balaam and Agranta in the end.
All right. Well, you know what? I guess finish what you started. I'm going to shotgun the thing in the head.
This thing is basically put a giant hand onto the balcony. It's looking directly up towards the balcony, and you just pop over maybe 4 feet from it, and you're going to unload into its face with a shotgun.
Yep. So okay. the first one was a 20. The first shot was a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
The second one was a natural 20 to hit.
Okay, so roll damage for the first one. For the second one, take max damage, then roll damage, then add your damage bonus on top of that.
And also damage.
And also add some damage.
15 for the first. 2d8 plus 4, which is 20 for the...
So 15 plus 20 is 35. Now roll again and add the damage bonus.
So plus 20, so 15 plus 20, then 12.
Something.
So 50, so 35, so 47 points of damage. Okay.
Oh my god.
That's 47.
Somebody's OP.
It's like killing a level 8 character.
You fire straight into its face. It cracks. You pump fire again. The head explodes. Crackling energy seems to fire alongside this creature as huge cracks appear in the stone and is collapsed. And goes completely inert.
All right, that's one down.
Fucking hell. Who's next?
All right, Para.
He's just been like circling this fire until it encircled all the Granta, but Caitlin's put them all out. So then he turns and forms another wall in between you and the Kadarians so they can't fire at you anymore. He doesn't want to start throwing fireballs at him. He doesn't want to kill anyone. Para's still like,
right, well, neither do I.
His power really has no, soft hit. It's either he'll burn you alive or he won't. So he's trying not to do that.
Right, Team Superbad.
The order is given. Balaam transforms and charges inside. You'll hear Caitlin yell, and then you see Tiago Reese pull back his hood, transform from the melon cart lady, and charge into the room. The only person who could see him right now is you, Haldir, because you can you're looking down into the whole wall blew out. So you're actually looking down into the inn.
Oh.
You see Balaam charge in. you see Foza appear, pull his sword, and go to charge at this giant monster that appears to be menacing a small girl. You see Caitlin take a few steps back. You just see Tiago sweep in,
targeting system initiated,
wrap his arms around her, look right at you, nod, and vanish. As that happens, you see Cyril stand and nod, and he touches his forehead, and he vanishes. Then you hear a caw from across the way, and Bang Bang, who was sitting there, completely alive, touches his forehead, and he and his platform vanish.
Who's Bang Bang?
Bang Bang is a Kenku, so imagine a giant bird person, right? Who also has guns. And so that one vanishes as well. And the only one left is Balam, who is now engaged in combat with Foza, so can't teleport at that moment. But she looked like she wanted to get out of there too. And they all have the same kind of like headband, like a silver headband with a single god stone embedded in the middle of it. It's also got lights along it, like little, like it, as like if we saw it, you would think it was modern day. This is technology that's not from this era.
Okay, technically it's Caitlin's turn, but if she's out of action, then I guess it's my turn. Do I see any of that?
Definitely see the guy that was you. We definitely see that crow person who had one of these guns pulled out that looked just like one of the guns Haldir pulled out. Like whatever the weapon is he's got, this one's got one too. And it was standing on like this metal rod that was just suspended in the middle of the air. Right? You saw that guy vanish. You definitely saw Cyril stand up. You recognized him immediately, and then you saw him vanish, and that's all you saw.
Okay, so assuming that I don't see that woman or anything else going on then,
you did see your brother run into the inn. You did see that.
Well, I will reach out with my divinity using my god voice and say, "Run for your life," to the Kadarians.
I would like you to roll Intimidate. I like you to roll with advantage. Because I think at this point, I mean, they're hardened soldiers, but
I've been practicing this, I'm flying in the fucking air with a shield around me with their little pew pew little arrows like crunched at my feet.
There's only so much you can be taught, right? And then all of a sudden you're facing it, and it's like, wait a minute, no, I'm with you.
Okay, so with advantage, then that is a 21.
Okay, I'm gonna have them roll. See if they can keep their composure without their leader next to them.
And with their thing dropped to the ground in stone right now.
Yeah, they are panicked. I would say that they're running for cover now. So they spend this entire round running to the sides. They're not retreating. They're soldiers, but they're running to the sides of the alley to get cover. So they're not going to take any actions this round.
That they're not. Okay.
Well done.
All right, back to the top of the round. Dorro.
Oh.
All right, so Dorro, you can hear explosions and screaming and gunfire, even though you don't know what gunfire is, coming from where your hotel was.
And Rina's doing better?
And Rina seems to be fine. Like there's like her chest isn't moving. She doesn't seem to be as panicked, and she said she was okay. So, unless you want to roll a medicine, do you want to roll on medicine?
Nah.
All right.
She's okay now, so I teleport back up to the rafters. Get Nira down safely back down to the ground.
Thank you. The others, and she like just grabs her bow and starts running for the entrance.
I say, Rina, come on!
You can hear all the commotion happening downtown. You could teleport them downtown, or you can run downtown. It'll take you about 5 rounds to run downtown.
My intention is now to try and stop the loose bantas. So.
Grantas, yeah.
Grantas, wait.
Or not
wrong.
Star Wars, don't get me sued.
Sorry. Grantas.
Edit. Okay, and go.
So my intention is to stop the loose Grantas. So
yeah, you don't necessarily see them, but you hear a lot of commotion around the hotel.
Right. Didn't one escape into the inn? And
yeah, one is inside the inn and is smashing around inside it.
The inn is attached to that.
You know what? You can see that one. So through the big front windows, you can see a Granta inside the inn, just hurling tables and chairs everywhere. It's just smashing around.
Can I see the entrance to the inn from the stables that we were in?
You can see clear into it because it's got big front windows in it. So yeah, absolutely.
then instead of running with Nira as we come back down and she starts to take off, instead of following her and being like, Rina, come with me, I grab Rina by her clothes as I'm running to the door.
She's getting the stone in her into a knapsack again. She's like tying it because she knows Dorro, so she's like she's like quickly doing it, like puts it in a sack, and throws it into her sash. Like she's like,
sure. Yep. And then these little teeny hands clasped around your shoulders, right?
I grab her as I'm running by, and I try to teleport us into the inn to stop that Grunted.
I just need a divinity roll. This should be pretty easy for you.
I like that dice on D&D Beyond.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like that. 17 and 14 is like fucking 20, 31 or something. I don't know.
In the middle of the tavern, on top of the main bar, appear Dorro and Rina, perfectly positioned on the bar. Directly in front of you is a huge Granta that has clearly just smashed into the wall and is now turning around to face off against a Kadarian who has a sword out that is also facing off against a giant red demon-toed humanoid that is about 12 feet tall and has fingers that end in scythes. And that's what you all see when you appear.
I calmly turn towards Rina and say, okay, so, business as usual. Shall we?
And then do I know what Foza looks like?
Well, okay, so no. But the family resemblance is strong enough, and you know that
all
he
humans
has
look the same.
who are Kadarians. Right? So I would like you to roll an intelligence. Okay. Just roll a straight intelligence.
It's gonna be a 9 from me.
All humans look alike. You have no idea that that's his brother.
Dang. Because this was like, if I did recognize, I was going to be like, don't we know him? But like, it's such a...
Right. Yeah.
So like, Dorro is all like, business as usual, and I like look around and I go...
Pick a target.
Which one?
So I would say that the Granta are the Granta is the most dangerous to the people that haven't gotten out.
Is the Granta have one of the things in it or no?
It does not.
Okay.
It's just mad.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just had a bad day.
Yeah, Rina's conflicted because, like, she has her Tiago complex. So
Sure. Right. He's nowhere to be seen.
Right. But she knew he was in the alleyway, like, before.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I imagine if you knew Tiago was here, you'd ignore everything else and just charge after him. That was one of the plans we had, was that if you guys had been in a different place, Tiago was going to purposely appear and show himself to Rina to drag Rina away while they went after Caitlin. Yeah. Yeah.
So is there like a way, like, can Rina get out of the inn without?
Oh, easily.
Without, without an attack of opportunity from anyone.
Oh, I mean, there's several. There like the back wall is no more. There's several windows shattered. There's holes now in this building. Any direction you want to go.
Okay. So she's like looks at Dorro and she goes, Cyril, Tiago, 2 other people, rooftop, thanks. And then she just
jumps out a window.
Like bypasses everything that's in the inn.
There are many other enemies, and I am Batmaning out. That's basically what you do.
I got fish to fry. Other ones, gotta go.
Right, so you burst into the alley behind, and you see like 10 sleeping Granta piled up on top of each other.
Okay, Caitlin, okay.
Right. And that's it, though. You see people panicking. You see Kadarians across the road ducking into alleys with crossbows, but you don't see any of the others that you spotted in your vision.
Actually, I don't know Caitlin's back, so those are just sleeping Granta. So
but there's 10 sleeping Granta in the middle of chaos. Yeah. It had to have been Caitlin. What else could it possibly be?
Right, and I'm like, guess she's back. So, and then... So I don't see anything, though. Like, I don't see, like, the Melancar lady, or I don't see...
But you do hear a loud mechanical click as Haldir, standing aside this, at the edge of this balcony, his foot up, the wind blowing in his long, beautiful hair, as he slams a shotgun home and ejects a casing as this giant construct lays crumbled at his feet below. Do you want more of the best role-playing podcasts you have ever heard? Then check out our new TTRPG podcast network, Does It Roll?
That's a 9 force damage.
Wow, okay. Ooh. Your Eldritch Blast just explodes the throat away. The body just lies there, black ooze spraying out.
We are the official home of Wizards of the Coast Rime of the Frost Maiden game, and we have several adventures already posted for you to enjoy. You can check us out weekly on Twitch at twitch.tv/doesitroll, or check out the podcast versions at doesitroll.com.
She looks up at that, she goes, racist motherfucker. Then she goes, I'm moving on. So then she is gonna try to get up to the top of the roof.
Oh, easily. Just roll me an acrobatics, and you'll parkour the fuck up there.
Hell yeah.
Isn't Balam the big frog thing still in the inn, right?
Yes, she is. She's very much in the inn and is facing off against Foza and apparently a Granta.
16.
Right. And Dorro.
And Dorro, right. 16 gets you up on,
Michael.
There's a couple barrels, and and then there's like I don't know, a fire escape, whatever. You hop up there pretty easily, and you're right next to Haldir.
And I'm next to Haldir, and do I see
on the balcony?
Lady?
Yeah. So yeah, as you pop up there, well, no, the lady has turned into that giant frog.
Okay, so she's down there.
So you pop up there, you don't see the lady. You can look into and you see the three of them now in this, in the inn, all facing off against each other, and then of course Dorro, who's on the bar.
Okay. Well, that's probably all I can do for my turn, essentially. So.
Yep, fair enough. So you're just kind of like nod to Haldir?
Oh, no,
Haldir.
I want to be away from Haldir. Like, when I jump up, I don't want to be...
Yeah, there's plenty of other balconies. You could just sort of crawl up to a different
We're
balcony.
Social distancing from each other.
Yeah.
It's like a nice 6 feet,
Let's say there's Rina's balcony, then it goes balcony, and then Haldir's balcony. Yeah, okay, fair.
Okay, Foza and the Kadarians.
All right, so I'm trying to think, what is Foza's motivation now? So Foza ran into the hotel. You know what? He's going to let the Granta and this red demon thing go at each other. He just disengages and sprints up the stairs because he's still trying to get to his brother. So he's running to the roof from top.
And Dorro, he would see Dorro pop up.
Yeah, but he didn't care.
Yeah.
Well, there's a halfling on a bar. What the fuck does he care? He's going after his brother.
He's seen him before, so I don't know.
Has he? Now I'm attacking Michael's brother.
Wait, has Foza... wait. Has Foza seen Dorro?
Wasn't he on a ship and Dorro did something on a ship and then, like, they saw each other?
Oh, fuck, yes.
Oh, yeah.
He was on the black...
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's see if he
that ship I destroyed.
Yeah, I was like, weren't you on that?
Wait, I'm going to roll his intelligence.
Whoops.
Okay, so Foza looks towards the staircase, but you come barreling through, Rina, which draws his eye to the bar, where he sees a halfling, and he stops dead, and his eyes go wide, and he goes, "You."
Sorry about that.
And he draws his sword, and he starts heading towards the bar.
So,
actually, he would be able to attack, so he charges the bar. Yeah, he charges the bar, and he rolls to hit. He swings a sword at Dorro, and rolls a 14 to hit.
No.
You just jump or teleport away, and he just whiffs and misses completely. He would have hit you straight in the chest, but you just easily get out of the way.
All right, I assume the rest of the Kadarians just sort of huddle in their great fear.
Right, getting ready to shoot, but basically like, I don't want to die. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's safe. I mean, they are just. I mean, again, they're highly trained soldiers, but like. I think if a Marine saw a god descend, they still might take cover.
Right. Well, no, and I passed the intimidation check, so they should be like startled for.
Also, you tore the stabs out of the dwarves. The dwarves, by the way, never left the wagon. They're just kind of hunched back there. They're not fighting. They were here to clearly control the construct, and that's all they were in for.
They like crying because their construct's like broken.
They seem mad. They seem upset. But it's not like in Star Wars where they're like, oh, it's just, it's a robot. They'll make a new one,
That costs a lot of money.
I was also like, it costs a lot of money and labor costs.
They don't care about that. They're not paying the bill. Yeah. They're just doing a job. Yeah.
Okay, the Granta that's still up.
Okay, the Granta that's still up charges Balam. And fucking rolls a natural 20. So... Oh man. Okay, this is... Hang on.
I thought this was going to go the other way, and I was going to have to step in and save the Granta, but...
37 points of damage as it lowers its head, charges across the room, picks up this giant red monster, crashes through the wall and into the street directly below where Haldir was just fighting that creature, and tosses her like another 12 feet into the wall across from her. And some of the Kadarians just go running at this point. They're not like that. That was it. That was the last thing they needed. So they're all sprinting away. A lot of other people are running away.
Gods are floating above, and the thing that gets them is a beast slamming into something.
It's a 12-foot tall demon toad creature with knives for hands, fighting an elephant. I mean, they're gonna run.
I would be like, ooh, get my camera out. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't actually.
Everyone else got their iPhones.
Yeah, wow. iPhones out.
Wow. World star, right? All right, so who's next?
Haldir.
Is it within range of my shotgun?
It is a target-rich opportunity below you, and yes, they're all within range of your shotgun.
Yeah. So I see Balaam come out, just so everybody, because she can heal, right? And
she's already healing. Her whole shoulder was like ripped out of its socket, and you see her stand up and flip it back over, and it already is connecting and re-knitting.
So as I want to shoot her, I want to yell to the team, "She's healing! Hit her again!"
She hears that voice, and even though she's facing off against a Granta, her eyes narrow because she knows who that is, and she looks up at you as
I shoot her with a shotgun.
Man, she's had a bad couple days.
Brutal.
First was a 22, sorry.
That's going to hit, yes.
To hit, and then the second to hit was a natural 1.
Okay, so the first one hits, and you cock the second one, and your finger just catches in the guard, right? And you accidentally flip on the safety, which you didn't even know. I mean, you know it's there because you know everything about the gun, but you just did it wrong, and you flick the safety on it. When you go to pull again, it just chunk and does nothing.
God damn it. All right, so damage on the first is 15.
You catch her right in the shoulder she was just healing.
Get that fucking arm off of her.
Big, huge hole. Again, that hole's already healing, but I mean, you wounded an already wounded Balaam, and she does not look happy.
I think that's off my turn, right?
All right.
Okay, Para.
Okay, he's heard the shotguns go off. He heard Dorro yell. He saw Para would see Rina and go, oh, and he would just like fly down to you and land like in this big arc of flame, hits the rooftop. The flames go away, and he just throws his arms around you. He's like, Rina, and he just gives you a big hug. You're all right.
and like, no, he gives the big hug, and like Rina just pulls back and goes, "Where's Tiago?"
What? Tiago?
Yeah, he was here.
I didn't see Tiago. Is Tiago here? And then Para like is panicked, and the fire's up, and he's just looking all around.
He was.
Oh, okay. And he's like, okay, I'll look, and he goes soaring into the air and just starts to do circles around the area.
Okay, Team Superbad, whoever's left.
All right, that would be Balaam, and Balaam growls, looks up at Haldir, narrows her eyes, but is too smart to continue this. She steps into the alley. As she does, she transforms into that woman with the dress and just touches her forehead and vanishes.
I'm telling y'all.
Time to get out of town, guys. How about Frog Fest?
There's got to be a Frog Fest somewhere, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Caitlin, I guess, is out, and so it's my turn. And so at this point, there is no...
Oh, Fozo's our only threat that's still around.
Fozo's the only threat, but I don't know anything about that.
And the animal.
Right, and the Granta in the middle of the road, who is still in a danger to people. Yeah,
I almost said Bantha, Doug.
I know, you guys got to stop. You're going to get me sued.
Sorry.
Because trust me, Disney can shut me down whenever they want to. They just have to write a letter.
Right. Okay, well, it's my turn, and seeing no immediate threat with me, and now that Para's like gone shooting up into the air and flying around for some reason, I will descend descend upon the earth. His feet has touched the ground.
All I can see is Magneto.
Well,
Whenever I picture
one
Michael
little toe
flying,
that's like, slightly below the other. And,
Right.
Okay.
A whole stadium is coming down with you. Yeah,
Right,
that's
right,
what I
right.
see. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So I will descend and sort of reassess.
Roll perception then.
Okay, 19 plus 2 is 21.
That'll do it. So you descend, and this is what you have witnessed now. You definitely saw Haldir shoot the demon toad lady. You saw the demon toad lady turn back into a lady and vanish in just out of nothing. You also see this big boar creature that's getting back onto its feet after ramming the demon lady through the wall. You also can see into the bar where you see your brother draw a sword and try to kill Dorro. Those are the two things you see. And you also see Rina on top of the rooftop. You saw your boyfriend fly into the air and is now clearly doing reconnaissance above you. Dorro, where are you right now? Oh no, you're in the bar, right? Yeah. So you see everyone.
Well, knowing that Dorro can take care of himself.
Very, very valid. Your brother is very talented,
my brother
but
is maybe
probably
talented,
doesn't stand a match against
chance in hell.
Yeah.
With Dorro. But I also don't want to see Foza hurt, and
Right.
Dorro doesn't know to not hurt him.
Right. These are all true things. Yes.
So I think I would reach out with my divinity and clasp Foza and pull him outside.
Oh, so you just lift him into the air? Yeah.
Like a doll.
You can easily do that. So you see
Hello,
Foza
brother.
get lifted and then kind of spun around to face to face you, and he's still got his sword out, but like he can't.
I don't
do
have him
anything.
in
It's
sword
just,
range to me, obviously.
No,
Like-
no, there's nothing he can do. Like he can't swing at you, he can't get down, so he's just kind of floating there, looking panicked and grasping his sword.
Okay.
Then we're out of combat except for the Granta. Do any of you want to do anything as it's getting back up?
Is it in my line of sight?
Oh yeah, all of you. You can
Ping.
all see the Granta.
Sleep arrow.
Oh, so you all.
Ping.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you just rolled a hit, and then I'll roll a Constitution save. Probably gonna make it,
Yeah.
but let me see. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh. Well,
So-
I rolled
right?
a 13.
Yeah, they don't need. It's not hard to hit them. They're the size of a fucking barn, and they're basically just a cow. So yeah, you struck this thing in the shoulder. So this giant creature gets up and ping. This little teeny arrow just sticks its back. It turns and just collapses and crushes the fake melon cart from the fake melon cart lady as it collapses to the ground. And aside from a hovering Foza, we are completely out of order. Pretty much everyone's fled this area. It's just you guys in a cacophony of destruction all around you.
Still don't know who Foza is, so I'm looking up at Para and being like, "You see anything?"
So Para's up above you, right?
Yeah.
And like he just sky writes no as he's flying around.
Damn.
So what's actually happening inside the tavern right now?
So you turn to look inside the tavern, and there's a rush of air next to you as Automil is suddenly just above you with his bow out. The others. And then he sees them. Oh, I guess I have arrived too late. And so as you look down onto the tavern below, all you see is Dorro, who has teleported from the bar. Where did you go, Dorro, when you teleport out of the way of the sword?
So he swung at me, so I just like hopped over his blade, like totally like in disgust. Like, I came here to save you from this Granta. Why are you attacking
Right.
me, you asshat?
You're actually scolding him. Like,
Yeah,
I was
I'm like,
here to
what
help
are
you.
doing?
Yeah.
And then the Granta like rams this demon thing outside, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy that randomly attacks me just gets scooped up by probably Xion.
So when Xion uses his energy, you all can see his energy. Other people would just see him float in the air. You see this purple blob basically reaching through the window, grab him up like a hand, and drag him out of there.
I'm like, that's Xion. And I stop and I sigh to myself and say, remember when I used to pick pockets?
right.
You know, and then like the Granta that just ran out the door just flops over. Like you see an arrow go ting, and then it just goes like, you know.
So I just I hop down behind the bar and I pour myself a drink. Oh, wait. No, I don't do that. Dorro doesn't drink. That's right. Never mind. No, yeah, so I don't do that.
Wait, what if Dorro's just getting a whiskey for the others? Because
Or he could get a glass of milk.
Or he goes to drink it, remembers, I don't drink.
I hate this. No, that's exactly what happens. I start to do it, and then I'm like, oh, wait, I don't do that. And I just throw it away.
And just go walking out. I assume you're all gathering again with Xion as he's holding his brother in the air. And at this point, you all recognize they clearly look like each other.
Oh, we do.
Like they're related. Yeah.
Weird.
This is my brother. He is not to be harmed.
Xion, you know that. I mean, sorry, Dorro, you know this guy. This guy was definitely on the Blackwater.
I know him from at least 2 different occasions, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, that's Xion's brother, right?
Oh, right. Because they're not all the same people. I remember that.
You hear horses and a bunch, like there's clearly an encampment somewhere outside town of Kadarians. You hear soldiers heading into town, and probably can see some at this point too.
So, I look up to my brother, who's like obviously struggling and angry.
Very mad, and probably kind of startled. Yeah.
Yes. I wish things could have been different between us. Goodbye. And I release him from my grasp. So, but
he drops
gently,
to his knees.
Yeah,
right.
And just sort of stare him down. If he's going to try,
put his sword away. No, he's not dumb. He's like he knows what you guys have done.
He's
and there's
surrounded
a lot of
by like a lot of gods and a lot of destruction around him.
Look. I mean, I'm not saying a cop wouldn't shoot at one Avenger, but a cop is not going to shoot at 6 Avengers. Like. He just slams his sword home and looks at you. And before he goes to turn and rejoin his men, he stops and he looks back. Moderate's dead. And then he looks towards Rina, and he looks at Rina, and he looks at Automil. Doesn't know that either one of you were involved. Automil was, but he didn't know that. But he does know it was one of UL's. He points at both of them. One of theirs killed him, and he just walks away. Thank you for joining us for Season 6, Episode 3, Countdown, Part 3. We are busy recording and editing the next chapter of Godsfall, and you can listen to Season 6, Episode 4 right now at patreon.com/Godsfall. We'll see you next time in the world of the 5 Kingdoms.